All right, how to save Genshin Impact. This is going to be a very interesting video, man. We have another content creator here called Ethan, and he pretty much made a video talking about all the issues in Genshin Impact and how they can pretty much improve the game. Now, let's be honest, guys. The devs, they're not going to fix the fucking game. They're not going to fix the game because they don't have to. They don't have to fix the game because players will still spend money regardless. They're still going to buy primo gems to get characters. It doesn't matter. Like the devs, like they already make a ton of money. Hoyoverse makes a shit ton of money. They're not gonna change. But it's very interesting to see videos like this because I want to see, different perspectives and different improvements. Because one of the main improvements I want in the game is like skip button, more effort. Devs putting in more effort into the game. More content and the story, like for them to make the storytelling a lot better. Those are like the main things I want them to fix. But I'm interested to see what else this guy wants to talk about, what other improvements he's going to talk about. So make sure you guys go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. But let's not waste any time. Let's cut the fucking yapping and let's hop right into it.
What's going on? I'm back with another video, TTVE_thin. Now I'm going to try to be as transparent, as fast as possible. I'm just going to keep it a stack. Live chat, say hi. YouTube, say hi back. I'm here with a video titled, How I Would Fix Genshin Impact. Since I've been very open.
That has to be one. Dude, his fan is hella quiet. You guys can see the fan is moving in the background. How is that shit not making noise? My PC right next to me, the reason why you guys always hear like this mumbling sound when I talk is because the fan is right next to me. I need to find out how to fucking fix this shit. But bro, like, how is his fan like I can't hear anything? It's crazy. Give me some advice, man. How is your fan blowing air and then I hear absolutely nothing? Like, what type of mic is this, bro? This mic was
Critical
expensive
and
though.
talking mad smack about the game lately. And
Like
obviously
80
there's some
bucks.
brain dead comments. It is what it is. I wanted to break down exactly how I would fix this game. Now, this is not going to be all of my criticism. This is going to be the biggest ones that I find, annoying and genuine, easy fixes. I'm not going to spend a million minutes on the intro, but I'm looking in the realms of realism and possibility. I'm not saying, well, I hope to give me another 50 wishes per patch. I mean, they should, but it is what it is.
Let me go ahead and point out the things that they can fix. All right. So before we even, because this is his intro, we have the elixir system. Somebody mentioned that they were going to fix that. I don't know when they're going to do it, but the main issue with the elixir system is that they don't give us a lot of elixirs. They don't give it through events. You only get them through the battle pass, and you can only get them like once every 2 months, I think. So the elixir system is just dog shit. I think they are going to improve, the stat issue where like if you level up the artifact, then the chances of you landing in crit rate or crit damage is, it's probably not going to happen. You're probably going to roll defense or attack. So I think they're going to also fix that as well. But they need to do something about the elixir itself. Give us more elixirs in the video. That would be a great fix. Of course, skip button, implement that in the fucking game because some people don't care about the story. So implement skip button. Number three, putting more effort into the storytelling. Stop putting in still images, static images, and putting a dialogue in the bottom screen, and that's it. That's how you guys summarize a specific portion of your story. Like, stop using still images and actually put in effort. Show more cutscenes. Make the characters look more lively. Like, don't make them just stand there fucking T posing like what is this? iRobot? Like, this shit is crazy. Like make the characters look like they're alive. You know what I'm saying? Make them look like they're alive. They're actually human beings who have feelings. So I'll say those are like my biggest things. Of course, when it comes to the gacha system, 50-50. 50-50 is stupid, but they're never going to remove that shit. So there's no point to complain about 50-50. The weapon banner, whatever, who cares? But yeah, I think those are like the main things. There's like a lot of more things to talk about, but I feel like the main things that a lot of people can't stand about Genshin Impact is the storytelling, how shit it is, and the story is just inconsistent, and there's barely any content. The game just turned into like a Mario Party fest. So they need to put in more effort into content, adding in-game content into the game, and implementing more QOL updates, more quality of life updates that can actually satisfy the player. And when they're implementing quality of life updates, don't implement things that we never fucking asked for. Like for the 5.4 special program, you guys saw that they implemented things that nobody fucking asked for. Oh, we put a filter system for, you know, which character you want to select when you go to your character selection screen. Who the fuck asked for that? You know, that's not a priority. We want you guys to actually implement the same artifact, not artifact system, the same stamina system that HSR and Wuthering Waves has, so that whenever you're not playing the game for like 3 or 4 days, you log back into the game and boom, you have like 2,400 resin and you can grind. You know, stuff like that. That's what we're asking for. But instead, they're just implementing things that we never asked for. So they need to stop fucking doing that. But hey, this is Genshin Impact we're talking about. You know, it would be delusional for me to expect anything from them.
What it is. That's not what we're focusing on. We're freaking focusing on the fundamentals on why this game feels the worst.
Holy yap, bro. 43 minutes? Ethan, what the fuck, bro? 43 minutes is crazy. But hey,
Out of
it's
every
probably going to
single
spit some
second gen
facts.
gacha game, because it does. It feels dated and it's really bad. And these quality of life changes that they're making should not be praised. They're good for new players, they really are. But there's nothing nobody's asking for, and realistically,
Right,
it just absolutely screws all the old players. So let's break this
right.
down. I'm also going to try to make as little less jokes as possible, so you don't get butthurt when I'm talking about this, because a lot of people will be butthurt already because it is what it is. But the
Honestly, I feel like you shouldn't really worry about, you know, like those people, they're called Genshin shills for a reason, bro. Like you can try your absolute hardest to not offend them. They're gonna find something to get mad about. So the way I operate is I just don't give a fuck, man. I don't care. They're always gonna come into the comment section and cry. Like it is what it is, bro. Just ban him and move on. Just
the
move on,
first way
man.
I would fix this game is just sell it to Core. Okay, that's it. Now we're gonna get into it. I just had to get that one in there, but now we're gonna get into the actual video. So
Oh, he's
how would
actually
I
on the
fix this
game.
game?
Oh,
Genshin
by the way, guys, I still have the game on my PlayStation, but I deleted it off my PC. Like I deleted it. It's not on my PC anymore. I used to have the game on my PC, but it's no longer on my PC. It's gone.
Impact is a character collector, right? And
Oh, this
so
water gone.
one of the things that stands out to me the absolute most is building every single character feels like a chore, and it's quite possibly the worst experience I've had in a gacha game. What is bad about building characters? There's quite a
Hmm.
few problems here. So my main focus we're going to start off with right now is talents. There is no reason why talents are locked to per day basis. Monday, Thursday, Sunday.
Yes,
Today is
this is by far one of the dumbest things I've seen in gacha history. Like, who the fuck thought this was a good idea to like lock materials behind like a schedule where like, oh, you can't grind this material, you can't grind this specific resource talent material on Tuesday. You have to wait till Thursday to get this material. Why is that in a fucking game? I don't understand. And the argument that most people used to bring back in the days, you guys remember those arguments where people are like, the reason why they're doing this is because, you know, they don't want you to play the game 24/7. They want you to, you know, touch grass. Well, if that's the case, then why the fuck are they not implementing a skip button? See what I'm saying? It's like there's just so many, I don't know, mental gymnastics. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Like there's no reason for them to implement this schedule where, oh, you can only get this material on Monday, Thursday, and Sunday. Why? Why can't I just get it anytime I want? Like there's really no reason for them to have this in the fucking game. It's stupid.
is Monday, so I just happen to be in luck that I can go to this talent domain and do this. This is absolutely unacceptable and
It really
catastrophically
is
bad in the year
bad. It is
2025,
bad.
almost at 2024. When you have every single other game out there allowing you to spend your resin freely, and some games, which we'll get to in a little bit, can do it multiple times over and over again, especially in weekly bosses, which we'll get to. This is stupid. Now, a lot of people defended this and they said, well, Ethan, maybe Hoyoverse might not be able to change this. Great. If you don't log in for a month, or if you're a new player, one or the other, correct me if I'm wrong, the specifics doesn't matter. You're able to farm any talent domain at any day of the week at any time. So pretty much right now it's 2 days, and then after that you get your Sunday. So if I wanted to spend my resident Sunday, you could do everything. But are you fucking
Mm.
kidding me? Do I have to wait to Sunday to level?
It's just dumb, dude. It's just dumb all around. Like I can't believe people are actually defending this. Like there really is no logic behind this whatsoever. There is no reason for this to be in the game. I can't find a single reason for them to implement this in the game. I have no fucking idea. Like Why do they have this schedule shit in the game? I just don't get it. You look at Wuthering Waves HSR, they don't have this bullshit. You can grind whenever you want. And the game, like nobody's complaining about it. So why the fuck does Genshin have this? And once again, bro, for the people who defend this shit, it's like you guys all HSR and Woowa. Both games don't do this, right? But all of a sudden, it's okay for Genshin Impact to do it. You know what I'm saying? It's like whenever we're talking about Genshin Impact, it's okay for them to have the most bullshit mechanics or systems in the game because it's Genshin Impact, right? But when you look at HSR and Wuthering Waves, if they decide to do this in both games, I'm pretty sure a lot of people would quit the fucking game because I'll say 90% of the Genshin community, a lot of people hate this shit. Like, whenever I would get a character, let's say Arlecchino, she came out on Monday, right? And then her talent materials are available on Wednesday, and I can't get that because her materials are only available on Monday, Friday, and let's say Sunday. It's just ridiculous, man. It's just dumb, dude. Like I have to wait. My character is in like level 50. I have to wait for a long time just to get materials for the character and level them up. It's fucking weird, bro.
level up my Riosli or whatever the fuck bullshit is, they 1000% have the capabilities of changing this in real time, and they refuse to do so. If I wanted to crown Shalom
Oh yeah, by the way, you guys like my background? I changed that shit. It looked really cool. I'm gonna add some more stuff, to make everything look a lot better. All right, I'm yapping. I'm yapping.
in right now and had 35 fragile resin waiting, I'd have to wait till at least Tuesday. Well, you're stupid and greedy, like Mr. Pokey said. This is one of quite possibly the worst experiences ever. There is time gates in every gacha game already.
Am I
Not only is
blocking his
there a
face?
resin time
I
gate,
think I
there's
am
a
blocking
time
his
gate on
face.
your
I'm
actual
tripping.
talents as
Look at
well.
my face right here.
Again, this is the easiest fix in the world, and I don't know how you can construe this as a bad thing. Simply take away the restriction. Very simple. Let's continue. Boss materials. Holy fuck, this is possibly quite even worse. Here's how I look at this. I'm gonna swap my big ass head over for a second. You could
Wait, now when it comes to boss materials, I'm pretty sure Wua and HSR they have like the 3 daily limit thing where like you can't go above 3 like the 3 daily cap. Like you can only get the same material I think 3 times a day. Wait, I think in Genshin it's been a minute. I think in Genshin you can only do one attempt, right? I think so. I don't know. But let's continue.
you could see you need a talent, requires resin. You need a boss material, requires
Also
resin.
need the
You need these
crown.
materials, that's easy. You can just farm this in the open world, and you need a crown. You cannot place three restricting three restricting items. I mean, you could. Genshin's doing it, but this is why the game feels out of date and trash, right? You are placing 3 restrictions per character that you have to build your account. You are literally inting the player's progress to the point where a lot of people don't want to play. This feels horrible. Why do I want to get on and log in for a character and grind for them when I can't? I just fucking can't. It's absolutely fucking dumb. So honing
It's
in now
valid.
on
It's
this, as I
valid.
said, if I go do this weekly boss, which
Yeah,
was
so
on this,
wait.
as I
Let
said,
me pause it.
if I go do this
Oh, that's fucking trash. That I forgot all about this, bro. One attempt? You can only do one attempt. I'm pretty sure in other games like Woo and HSR, you can do like 3 attempts. This is crazy. Like one attempt. And the worst thing is, after you do that one attempt, you would have to wait a whole week for it to refresh. Guys, this game is crazy, man. This game is crazy. And I agree with him. It's like grinding for materials for characters. It really felt like a chore, bro. Like it was so bad to the point where when you're grinding for materials, it's like you would have to. It's like it feels like you're limited, like you're being held back because you have 1 out of 1 attempts right here. You can only get um the material one time for the boss, and then you have to wait a whole fucking week. And then not only that, you have to worry about getting the talent materials, which is locked behind a fucking schedule. And then on top of that, you have crowns. And I will say when it comes to crowns, it's really easy to get crowns. Like I have a ton of crowns, but still though, it's like this right here. Like, come on, bro. 1 out of 1 attempts is fucking crazy, man. It's stupid. It makes no sense to me. And they really thought that them reducing the amount of resin you need to consume this attempt They thought that that was gonna make things a lot better. It doesn't. It really doesn't, because you're only getting probably like two or one materials, and you have to wait a whole fucking week just to get one or two. And then the amount of materials you need to like level up a character's talent materials to, like, let's say level 9 or level 10, you need a lot, bro. You need a lot. I don't know, man. It's fucking
This
weird.
weekly
Like,
boss.
if you guys are gonna put this 1 out of 1 cap, right? We can only fight this boss one time and get their materials. At least give us like like three of the materials we need, boss materials, in order for us to ascend our characters, level them up. But they only give us, like, it's like RNG. You're probably gonna get two, you're probably gonna get one, or you're probably not gonna get it at all, and you're gonna get another material. It's fucking retarded. Like, the RNG is still an issue as well. Like, they're just stacking these problems, man. They're fucking stacking them. It's crazy.
Which one's the easiest? I'll do Scaramouche real quick. We'll go do this, right? I can only run Scaramouche one time. Look on the map.
Yeah,
It
one time, man.
specifically says how many times have you claimed your rewards? 1 out of 1.
Let's not even talk about the Scaramouche fight. That's a whole different topic. If he talks about that in this video, it's gonna be funny. But the Scaramouche fight was absolutely garbage, bro. Who thought that that fight was gonna be like? Who thought putting that fight in the game was a good idea? You're literally spending 90% of the battle walking around, letting this flying little puppet or whatever shoot lasers at the enemy, and then it's just such a terrible boss, bro. You're just standing there running around like a fucking NPC, and it's just shooting for you. You can't even do anything. And then once Scaramouche gets stunned, you just one tap him. The way that they make these bosses, man, it's so fucking ass.
This boss can drop 3 different mats. It could drop the Daka's bell, it could drop the puppet strings, and it could drop the
Yes.
mirror of Mushin. If I don't get the correct one that I need, let's just say Shalona needs this one. I didn't really look. I'm not gonna lie. I don't care. If she needs puppet strings, and if I get Mirror Emotion or this other one,
Your attempt is gone. That's it. Like, you pretty much used your attempt, and then if you get the wrong material, well, that's it, bro. You have to wait a whole another week to get the boss material you need for Raiden Shogun. But the worst part is, you're probably gonna get the wrong material again. Like, it's insane. Like, if you guys are gonna put this like attempt bullshit where we can only do one attempt, at least let us select which material we want, so that we can level up our characters. Waiting a whole week just to get the wrong material is insane, bro. Plus, you have the dream solvent. People are gonna be like, well, you can use the dream solvent to craft. Well, the thing is, the chances of the dream solvent to drop, not gonna like a 40% chance. It doesn't really drop that often. So it's, dude, not only do you have to worry about getting the wrong material, right? You pretty much consume one attempt and you have to wait a whole fucking week to do it again. It's like you're pretty much spending weeks not being able to level up your characters. It's insane, bro. At least for Wuthering Waves, they give like one material, so when you fight that boss, you don't have to worry about RNG and all that bullshit. And you get like 3 attempts, which is pretty good. So like
and
the
I
game is
don't have
really,
Dream Solvent.
the game is fucking outdated, bro. It's outdated. And that's why I say the game needs more improvements. They need more quality of life updates, because this right here, this should have been something they fixed years ago. Years ago. The fact that they fixed the resin part, like, oh, instead of us actually, increasing the daily attempt cap or letting you select which boss material you want, we're going to reduce the resin by 30. Fucking pathetic,
I
bro.
now have to wait till next week to run this boss back or get lucky in my other 2. Just get lucky. Exactly. Just get the premise of Genshin Impact is get lucky and log in every single day and work more hours on this than your 9 to 5. It's insane. It's absolutely insane. So the fact that you have your one unique boss per week, and how many are we gonna get here? Arvin, can you start this out for me, buddy? You can only run once. So this is the half discount. I got 2 boss mats and 0 dream solvents. 2
Yeah,
boss mats.
like, I'm sick and tired of seeing people bring up dream solving as like an excuse, bro. Like, it's not 100% drop rate. You're not gonna get dream solving every time. Like, come on, man. If you get the wrong material, you're cooked. You have to wait a whole nother week to get the material. It's fucking stupid.
If I ran every other one and didn't get a dream solvent, I'm absolutely fucked for the next week. This is
Literally.
not good. This is not good game design. There's nothing about this that equals positivity. How many? I want to see something. If we go to the Genshin wiki, I want to see how many boss mats are required to
Wait, let me
full.
see which characters he's using. Okay. Okay. Based. That's a stacked account. I ain't gonna lie, that's a stacked account, man. You guys remember Kazuha? Bro, when Kazuha released, this guy was fucking broken. Neverlet 2. Neverlet was the GOAT.
Fully level a character. So we'll just use Shalonen, for example. It's 18. Okay. What's the max? 18 for Triple Crown. So you need 18 of these for a Triple Crown. 18 for every single character. Max is 3. Okay. Either 2 or 3. Okay, cool. So if I get 3 mats, if I'm lucky, because we just got
Wait,
2.
yeah, so okay, it's 2 to 3. So when you're fighting the boss, you get like you probably get 2 or 3. The chance of you getting 3, it's really, really rare. So the fact that you can only get 3, and in order for you to max out a character's talent, you need like they said 18. You need 18. Holy shit, bro. That's like that's probably like 2 weeks. If you have no dream solvents, if you're unlucky as fuck, that's like 3 or 4 weeks, bro. Right? Because 3, 6, 9, 12, that's like 4 weeks. But if you're unlucky, 2, 4, 6, that's like, oh fuck, that's a month. That's a month of you not being able to max out your character's talent. Like, guys, this is crazy, man.
2.
This
But if I
is
get 3
actually
mats
fucking
every single
pathetic.
week to Triple Crown,
Game is
and this is
outdated. It's
assuming I
really
get the
outdated.
correct mat, I could absolutely have the different mat 6 times or 8 times. So it's going to take 6 to 8 weeks to max out my
Yeah.
character's talent.
6 to
In
8 weeks,
Zenless
guys.
Zone Zero, I'll put Woo to the side. I'll absolutely put Wooden Waves to the side. In Zenless Zone Zero, they have this really great mechanic where you can run the weekly boss for the first time 3 times for free. So the first 3 runs is completely free, no resin, no nothing, right? After that, you can just spend and fight the weekly boss as many times as you want. You can fight them over and over and over and over and over. They don't lock you and limit you to one boss, and they don't lock you to.
Now, me personally, I don't even play Zenless Zone Zero, so I don't know what he's talking about. But I guess that sounds pretty good. Is way honestly anything anything is better than Genshin at this point. Anything is better than Genshin. Like if the game doesn't have some sort of schedule like that locks players from grinding for materials to level up their characters, if the game doesn't have that, it's already better. It's already fucking better.
3 times. So, off the rip, and I mentioned this in the other video, the reason why this game feels so outdated is because they progressively get better with their games and they don't go back and fix problems. I'll even use HSR as an example.
I made this video already. You guys remember that video I made talking about HSR, ZZZ, and Genshin Impact. I literally made that video talking about the Hoyo effect, how whenever they make a new game, right? They make a new game, and once that game is, currently ongoing, they're updating the game, whatever. All the issues in that current game, they're not gonna fix it. Look at Genshin Impact, for example. These issues, right? We have the schedule issue where like they're locking players from grinding for materials. That has been in the game for a hot minute, and they still haven't fixed it until this day. It's been 4 years, and they still haven't fixed it, right? But you look at HSR, the game doesn't have that issue. You look at ZZZ, it probably doesn't have that issue. I don't know. But you realize how whenever there's a problem in their games, they don't fix it. They fix that issue in the next game. That's why like Genshin is the most outdated game out of all of them, because all of these issues we're talking about in the game, they fix that in HSR. The stamina system, the whole material schedule bullshit, right? They fixed all of that in HSR. The rewards, right? Daily login event where you log in, you get free summon tickets every new update. The game is outdated.
Or Woowa. In Woowa and HSR, you can only fight a weekly boss 3 times. But you could fight the same weekly boss 3 times in a row. If I wanted to lock down Shalonen, Casca, whoever it may be, I could just do that. Why are we limiting the player experience behind day of the week talent books, rounds, and then the boss mats? We're gonna get to crowns in a moment, but this feels horrible. That's not even including the artifacts and the RNG with whooshing for weapons and whatnot. This is just bad game design, guys.
When it comes to artifact, bro, I ain't gonna lie, guys. I crashed out. This can't be just me only, bro. I feel like a lot of you guys can actually agree with me that artifact grinding in Genshin is fucking painful. It is absolutely fucking painful. You can grind all your resin and you're not going to get the material you need for your character. It's crazy. Like the fact that the game still doesn't have like a synthesis where you can you can put in artifacts to pretty much, I mean, you do have the crafting table where you can craft for artifacts, but the thing is they only put in old artifacts. You don't put in the most recent ones. So I mean it's just insane how bad the RNG is. Like whenever you're trying to grind for, let's say, crit rate, crit damage, or whichever elemental damage bonus goblet you need for a specific character, they don't drop it. They drop a defense percentage, flat attack, or they would drop HP percentage, healing bonus. Whenever they drop a specific character for an update, let's say they drop a DPS character, like one thing I noticed, and this is a theory, this isn't confirmed, but this is one thing I noticed. Every single time they drop a specific character for a patch, DPS, healer, or whatever, the chance of you getting the stat that you need for that specific character, they lower the rates. They lower the rates on purpose because they know that a lot of people are grinding for those specific stats for that new character. Let's say Nervalette, for example. Everybody's going to grind for a hydro damage bonus, right? Guess what? They're going to lower that shit. So it's crazy, bro. It's actually crazy. That's just a theory. All right, that's just a theory. I'm not saying that they're actually doing it, but that's one thing I noticed. Whenever they release a new character, they always lower stats that you need for that specific character. Like they always lower the chances, which is fucking weird.
This is genuinely bad game design. There's an easy fix. If you don't want to adopt the ZZZ style, at least adopt the HSR. Let me rerun the same boss 3 times and give me a dream solvent on every single run. Since if I can't pick the reward that I'm getting, so if I can't pick my silken feather for my Chaska, just let me pick it. Like just at least give me a dream solvent. I'll take that at least, right? You know what I'm saying? Crowns. Crowns is another means of measure of holding back a characters.
Now I will say when it comes to crowns, the thing about crowns is for most characters, you don't really need to level up their basic attack. Like basic attack is like really useful for a lot of characters. There are some characters that are that benefit from basic attack. I think Arlecchino, I might be wrong here. It's been a minute, but I think Arlecchino, units like Arlecchino, Hu Tao, does Hu Tao actually benefit from basic attack because you do have the charge attack? Who's another basic attack unit? I don't know. It's been a minute, but there are some characters who actually benefit from basic attack, chart shots, for example, like let's say Tainari. So I will say the only good thing is you don't really have to use your crown to level up all 3 talents, like normal attack, elemental skill, and elemental burst. You don't need to like max out all of them. If you do, I'm sorry, you're a fucking idiot. If you decide to waste all your crowns, especially on a character that's not even good. If you want to, by all means, go ahead. But if you're gonna complain after, that's entirely your fault. But but I still think it's stupid how you have to worry about boss materials, right? Worry about boss materials, worry about getting actual materials because they're only available on a specific day, and then on top of that, you have to worry about fucking crowns. It is crazy, bro. Like there's just too many requirements in order for you to just simply level up your character. It's a chore. It really is a chore.
Now, the counterpoint I always got whenever I criticized crowns was level 9 was enough. Your scalings in level 9, I'll look here, whatever. Your level 9 scalings are more than enough to clear the content in the game. That is possibly quite the biggest piece of dog shit response I've ever heard to someone saying I would like to actually utilize my characters to the max potential and play the video game, but the video game is not allowing them to play, right? Genshin Impact is not allowing you to get a sufficient amount of crowns, especially if you're a newer player or if you miss some fucking events, to actually maximize your characters, right? So in order to get this character to 10 on all of these, I need 3
Mhm.
crowns. I
Yeah.
am getting 1 crown per patch, maybe 2, depending if a new region releases, if you unlock a tree or something like that.
I don't think they drop crowns every update. It's like once in a while. They don't drop crowns every update. So that's another problem as well. They don't drop crowns consistently. I did hear that they implement crowns in the shop. I might be wrong. I don't know. But yeah, I still think like honestly when it comes to crowns, I have a bunch of them because you don't really have to use your crowns on characters who don't really need them. But it is still an issue how in order for you to max out a character, you need a fucking crown to do that. And if you don't, it's like, well, you have to wait till the next update in order for you to do that. It's fucking stupid. It really is. Like in the grand scheme of things, it's fucking retarded. Even though you have a lot of crowns, like let's say you run out eventually, you have to wait a whole update, right? You have to wait 4 weeks or even 5 weeks just to get another crown to level up a character by one level. It's
There is no
I'm
purpose
not
for
rolling with
this
that,
item
bro.
to be
That's
in the
kind of
game.
trash.
There's zero purpose. All you have to do, you probably can't remove it because players will be mad because they've been saving crowns for centuries. They've been saving them for centuries because of the fact that it's such a dog shit system.
Yeah.
So I won't even recommend removing it because I know it won't even be fair. Fine. If you don't remove these fucking crowns, at least give different ways and different means to gain these crowns. One crown through events and one crown through a fucking tree is trash, brother. Make it on every event. Oh, and also, by the way, yes, you can buy it from the shop if
Yeah,
you
so you can get it from the shop. Okay. Okay.
save up enough money.
50? You need 50 just to get a crown? And you only get one. You get one a month. Now, this is still trash. This is still trash. I thought they would at least give you like 3 or 4 a month, but one? You only get one crown and you have to spend 50 of. No, bro, that shit is ass, bro. That is
And
actually
if you buy
garbage.
wishes, you can buy one for 50. So one wish, if you got a 4-star, or if it's a C6 of a 4-star,
Fucking
you get
garbage,
5.
man. I'm
Well,
not gonna lie.
Ethan, you could buy it with 50. You could buy it with 50 masterless glitter. Yeah, I
That's
fucking
garbage.
love when my gacha game that I'm already paying $320 my 5-star unit allows me to buy the item that I need to maximize their potential with more money. It makes me come. You know? 50 is 40 to 60 pulls. That's disgusting. Also, Bap, what's good, brother? Welcome in, man. So the crown is here simply just to stifle
All
the
right, so
player.
I think I think he covered the crown part pretty well. I mean, 43-minute video is really long, so whenever he talks about a specific issue, we're just gonna skip that part because this video is really, really long, man. Let's talk about Chronicle Wish. Now, I think for the Chronicle Wish, they put they put multiple rerun characters in one banner. I think that's the Chronicle Wish, right? I don't know, man. Like, I guess like for old players who don't have the opportunity, like for old players who have been waiting for a specific character for a long time, let's say Eula, let's say Shinha, Risley, like characters that they barely rerun. I guess that's good, but at the same time, it's like, okay, let's
There's
see.
one, two.
I'm honestly interested to see what's wrong about this because I do okay. One thing I will say that's wrong about this: why the fuck is Chi Chi and Chronicle Wish? Why is Kaching there? Why is Chi Chi there? That's actually fucking stupid because these characters are already in the fucking standard banner. So why are they there? I feel like they should only include 5-star characters that are not in the standard banner. Putting in Chi Chi and Kaching is like, why? Who the fuck is gonna who the fuck is going to select Chi Chi and summon for her when a standard banner is right there? Plus, if you lose the 50-50 to a new 5-star character, you're gonna get Chi Chi. And it happened to me. I summoned for Mavuika and I got a Chi Chi instead. Yeah, I fucking crashed. I was like, yeah, this game is dog shit.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 characters. By the way, Cheese is a standard. I don't even know if it's a character. There's 7 characters on Chronicle Wish right now, right? They've given you 90 pulls this patch. If you want Arlecchino, you might not even be able to guarantee Arlecchino barrel on their weapon. But now they're throwing you, by the way, here's 7 characters and 7 weapons. Some of these weapons never see the light of day ever
Eesh.
again. And it's only the length of one single patch. Chronicled Wish is such a smart banner. And the reason why it's smart is because A, it'll generate them revenue. B, people were just gonna wail. They want to see Shenna for whatever reason. They have mental.
And the thing is, the reason why they're doing this is because they haven't rerun these characters in a minute. That's the reason why they're doing this. Some of these characters haven't had a rerun in a long time, and they're doing that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? They're trying to mess with these people mentally, bro. It's a mental battle. Like they're like, all right, we're not gonna give Shinha her rerun for a whole year. we're gonna give her her chronicled wish. We're gonna put her in Chronicle Wish banner instead. But we're also gonna put her with other characters who haven't had a rerun in a long time. I don't know if Zhao just had a rerun recently. I have no fucking idea. But you guys can clearly see that they're doing this shit on purpose. They're doing this on purpose so you can take out that wallet, spend money.
The illness, it is what it is. Shout out to Tula, right? And so putting a 21-day timer on this is super greedy, and it's super predatory because you are pairing it with two really strong meta units on top of a really good weapon. These both are good weapons. And then now you have this, and this takes normal wishes. So how can someone efficiently get, and now I understand.
It would have been better for them to make this like you would use, instead of you using what is this called again? Intertwined Fates, you would use the standard tickets instead. That would have been way better. Because if it was for standard tickets, people would summon on Chronicle Wish instead of the standard banner. That would have been way better. But of course, you have to use Intertwined Fate for Chronicle Wishes, Weapon Banner, Chloran, and Arlecchino. That is 4 banners where you have to use one currency, which is Intertwined Fate. It's fucking insane, bro. It's insane. At least for like Wuthering Waves, they have like a different currency for the weapon banner. And once you get that weapon, there's no 50-50 on the weapon banner. You automatically get that weapon, right? So that's actually pretty good. But holy shit, bro. Like you have to use Intertwined Fates on all banners, man. That's insane.
I understand the whole
HSR does the
being
same
stupid
thing
greedy,
as
like
well.
Pokey said, but how can you efficiently make a decision? It would help a lot if consumers had the option to have the Chronicle Wish for about 2 months, 2 patches. 2 patches, 3 patches. You make more money that way. It's absolutely smart business. It doesn't make sense. This just promotes more FOMO, and more FOMO just overall is negative for the game and creates burnout. Now, obviously, more FOMO sometimes creates more profits, but I just don't see how adding more time to this would be a negative. You know, like
I honestly think like Chronicle Wish, it was just like it's just a waste. It really is just a waste because they're putting in Chi-Chi and Kaching characters that are already in the standard banner. So it's like, what's the fucking point, man? Like, I do agree with them. They should have like extended the duration of this banner to like 2 months so that, you have enough time to, get the character that you want in Chronicle Wish. But once again, I don't even think it's worth it because these characters are already in the fucking standard banner. So it's like, no, what's the fucking point? But once again, the reason why they don't want to rerun characters, like they don't want to rerun some characters consistently, is because of the Chronicle Wish, right? Shinha, I'm pretty sure Shinha, she doesn't really get her reruns a lot, so therefore they put her in Chronicle Wish instead. The same thing's gonna happen to Risley. It's gonna happen to multiple characters. They're not gonna rerun them for a long time, and then they're like, all right, guys, this character's coming in Chronicle Wish. Make sure you pull out your wallets, summon for this character. Fucking crazy, man.
what the fuck? Why is this only 21 days, 25 days? Really?
I think this part is clear already. Let's move on to standard banner. All right, what does he have to say about standard banner?
Trash. Something to nitpick about the standard banner is we're getting this new character coming out next patch. Listen, I've already put my thoughts about them being on the normal banner, then being shifted to standard immediately. Go check out that video. I'm not even going to rag on that. Their weapons going.
Oh yeah, when they do that, you already know the character's going to be dog shit. It happened to Daya. The only exception is Tainari. Tainari is actually pretty good, but whenever they move a character to the standard banner, they're going to be dog shit. Like that happens all the time.
To obscurity, infinity, and beyond. The only time you'll be able to get that weapon again, if you do not acquire this new character's weapon, is if you wait for the Inazuma Chronicle Wish banner, which is going to come out in 6 months and then only last for half a patch. It's like the Chronicle Wish doesn't even last all patch, it's only a half. And now this new weapon that maybe might be good, or people might just want to get it for Fashion Impact, whatever fucking reason you want to get it, will be gone in obscurity.
Fashion Impact, that's actually kind of funny. Fashion Impact.
Getting 5 primo gems from a chest is crazy. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's the biggest waste of time. There's definitely some chest that will give you a little bit more, right?
I mean, 5 primo gems for a chest. I mean, there are some people who like to explore, so I don't think that's too much of an issue. Like 5 primo gems for a chest, that's not that bad, right? It's not that bad. I will say, the one thing I can't stand about some of the chests in this game, the chests is the brand new chest that they implemented where it's like the color is green, and instead of you actually getting materials or you just getting primo gems, they give you fucking furniture instead. I fucking hate that shit. Like I know a lot of you guys fucking hate it. It's so garbage because you got like there's different rarities for chests. Like you have the common chest, I think you have exquisite chest, and then you have the luxurious chest, right? I think the luxurious chest is the highest. Maybe I don't know, but the luxurious chest is probably the highest, and you get like I think 20 primo gems or probably like 50. So the fact that for this furniture chest, it's fixed at like I think 5 primo gems, it's fucking garbage, man. Like the furniture chest is so shit. I hate it, bro. Every single time I see a green chest, I ignore it. I just ignore that chest. I don't even collect it. It's fucking garbage. But other than
Right, but
that,
getting 5
man,
to 10
chest,
primo gems from a chest, I think
I
is
don't know.
actually insane. I don't know why.
But I do agree that they can increase the amount of primo gems you can get in chests when you're exploring. I do
Why is
agree with
that even
that.
a thing? That's something that's just like, guys, you could bump this up. You could bump that up to like 20, right? I think you'll be okay. It is artifact loadouts. I don't know why people undersell the
Okay, for artifact loadouts, I mean, it's everyone can agree with this one. I saw one argument where somebody said that for artifact loadouts, we don't need artifact loadouts because old players, they don't really change their artifacts. They keep it on their characters. Oh my fucking goodness, bro. It's like these people don't understand what choices mean. We should have the choice, right? We should have the choice. We should have the freedom to like have artifact loadouts because it gets annoying where like whenever you want to switch an artifact and put on a character, I have to scroll over, look around, do all this bullshit when I can just simply click one button and I automatically equip that artifact set on a character. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't have to like scroll up and down, keep moving back and forth. It gets annoying, man. It really gets annoying and you almost forget as well. Like let's say I switched Raiden Shogun's artifacts and put it on Kazuha, right? And let's say 2 days later, I forgot that Raiden Shogun, she doesn't even have her artifact set. And I don't realize that Kazuha is the one who has it. That's the reason why artifact loadouts are important because some people actually forget that they switched their artifact sets and they put it on a different character. And the character that used to have that artifact set, they don't even have any. They would notice once they realize that the character isn't performing well. So that's why artifact loadouts are really important because some people forget, right? Some people forget, and they should give us the option to, have loadouts so that we can easily manage artifact sets for each character. Like we can easily like switch over sets between multiple characters. Just because you're an old player and you don't switch your artifacts doesn't mean that the game they shouldn't implement uh you know artifact loadouts. It doesn't fucking matter, man. Like these people really think that their overall how can I say this? Like they think that their account represents everybody's account. They think that the way they play the game, everybody plays the game like them. That's one of the main issues with this community. If somebody says, "Hey, I play this way, so therefore everybody plays this way," it's fucking stupid.
the importance of artifact loadouts, and if Wuthering Waves gets artifact loadouts prior to Genshin, I'm gonna shit myself live on stream. Yo, it's good, beast. How you feeling, brother? Mondstadt, don't even Mondstadt.
I heard a rumor that Wuthering Waves they are gonna get an artifact loadout. This is probably not true. I have no idea, but if they do get an artifact loadout, holy shit, Genshin is cooked because the game's been out for 4 fucking years and WoW hasn't been out for a year yet. And if they already have artifact loadouts, that's not good, man. That just really shows that these devs are just incompetent.
Mondstadt common chest don't even get primo gems. That sounds about right. I'm not
Our artifact
artifact.
transmitter, we already know about that. We're gonna skip that. I think the final elixir, we already know about that. Is fucking dog shit. Resin bank.
Let
Oh
me
yeah,
rephrase that. I would
resin bank. He's gonna talk about the fact that we don't really have the option to store our resin. I know that. Events. I want to see what he has to say about events.
if you don't log in Monday through Saturday, but you log in Sunday, and there's 500 resin waiting there on top of your normal resin, you could bang out all your talents. Why is it so? My solution is add it. It's pretty simple. I don't see a way around that, right? That one's fucking a no-brainer. Events should be permanent. There is no reason why events, especially events that require, excuse me, that provide weapons or some maybe even best in slot weapons are not permanent modes.
I agree. You guys already know I talked about this already when I reacted to the special program. It's fucking stupid how they don't make events permanent. This is by far the dumbest thing I've seen before. Why, like, dude, I'm pretty sure for Wuthering Waves they have permanent events. Like I think we have the labyrinth mode for like version 1.4 where you go into like this labyrinth with a chameleon stuff like that. I'm pretty sure that game mode is actually permanent in the game. So, I don't understand why they refuse to make events permanent. It's so fucking stupid. And then I would see people say, "Well, they made the music instrument, they made the instrument event permanent." Congratulations, like if you like that event, I'm happy for you. But majority of the players don't really give a fuck, bro. Like majority of the players, we don't really care. We want events that are exciting, right? The combat event. I think it was version 2.2 in Inazuma with Tartaglia, Jin Yan, however you say her name, the guitar girl. But you guys remember that update, right? With the labyrinth game mode? That shit was fun. And they removed it. It's not permanent. It's just gone. You see, like that's the problem. It's like there are so many events that have so much potential, but they refuse to make these events permanent. It just makes no sense at all. Like it's totally fine for you guys to, give us the event for a specific update, and then after the event is over, make it permanent, and then you guys can, add some more rewards and future updates. That's a lot better, man. But that requires effort. That requires effort, guys. That's why they don't want to do it. Whenever they see that something requires effort, they don't want to do it. I saw like a funny comment, somebody saying that the dev team, the original dev team for Genshin, they fucking left, and the game is pretty much run by Chat GPT or an AI. That shit cracked me up. Now, I'm not gonna watch this whole part, but when it comes to the Natlan story, there's just so many problems with it, man. Like out of all the nations so far, Inazuma, the main issue with Inazuma was the pacing. The pacing was just too fast. But when it comes to the story wasn't that great. But if we were to compare Inazuma's story to Natlan's story, guys, Inazuma was better. It was better because if we were to compare Inazuma to Natlan and we were to look at both stories, first of all, when it comes to the characters, right? When I take a look at Natlan characters, there is no emotional connection with these. Like I have no connection with these characters whatsoever. No connection. Niche, zero connection. Whatever her name is, the skater girl, I forgot her name, but her, I have no connection with her because, like, oh, all of a sudden we have this girl who can, craft a bunch of materials for us. We don't understand why. She's just really good at it, and that's pretty much it. We don't really know much about her. It's like we don't really have a connection with these characters. We really don't. We don't really have a connection at all. Eon San, he's just standing there, talks and that's it. Um, Chaska, I mean, I feel like out of all of them, Chaska was like the only one that was actually interesting. But everybody else, it was like, all right, bro, like, let's go party, yay! Like it was ass, man. It was ass. Like there's just no bond with these Natlan characters. But however, when it comes to characters like Kazuha, right? Kazuha, really interesting character, right? I love Kazuha a lot. Really dope character. Um, when it comes to other characters like, let's say, what was another great character? I'll say another character like Ayaka, pretty interesting character. Ayato, Yoimiya. There are multiple characters that were really cool in Inazuma, and like everyone had like an emotion. A lot of people had like an emotional connection with these characters. Like there was a connection. When you look at Natlan, there's really not much going on with these Natlan characters. There's really not much going on at all. It was just them talking about the plan, how we're gonna fight the abyss, and that was it. And the fucking the name shit, I forgot the name for the traveler, the forging the name for him. Like it wasn't, there was just no connection, man. Like the characters were just boring as fuck. That's me personally. But
Out there.
we're gonna skip that part. Let's go ahead. Oh, that was a long. Oh, in-game content. Okay, let's watch half of the in-game content part. We're gonna end the video at that.
Going back to
So
the
far,
abyss,
this video was pretty good. Pretty good video. I will say some parts I disagree on. Um, what are some parts I disagree on? I will say when it comes to the chess part, the 5 primogens for chess, not too much of a problem, but I understand his point. Like them giving us like 5 primo gems in the chest and probably like 2 is fucking bullshit. But I feel like he should have talked about the furniture chest where they give you furniture instead of like more primogens. It's fucking retarded. It's actually stupid. And they only give you 5 primogens whenever you open those chests. It's trash.
You need to build 8 characters. Sometimes in the Abyss, there's elemental affinities that don't work against certain characters. So you're fucked if you don't have. Act 4 did have war. Brother, I don't care about Saurians dying. I don't care about an NPC dying. Let's not pretend that's war. We got to be honest with ourselves. So the Abyss, as I've said, they throttle your character
Bro is
progress,
crashing
but
out,
you
man.
know, if you have 8 characters built, you know, you might be able to kind of, you know, finagle, you know, you might be able to get through it a little bit depending on what's going on. But a lot of the times you are stuck behind mechanics like this guy or these two. Guys, build if you don't have your Natlan characters built or some character that can absolutely go crazy, you're fucked. I had Arlecchino going with Zincho, Yalan, and Bennett. I was hitting this motherfucker for a very long time, and I've died multiple times, and I got it on my 4th or 5th try. That's insane. I had to swap to Chaska. I had to swap to Chaska.
When it comes to Spiral Abyss, man, like Spiral Abyss is such a poor representation of in-game content because, you know, whichever new character they release for a specific update, they would give you a buff. Like, okay, you guys can see I think the ley line disorder, like whenever you enter a floor, they give you a buff. But that buff mostly focuses on the new character. It really doesn't focus on any of the 5-star characters you have on your account. Sometimes it does, but it mostly benefits the new 5-star character. It's like Spiral Abyss is just for you to showcase new characters, and that's pretty much it. It's a poor representation of in-game content. It's just horrible in so many ways. It really is bad. It's like it's really easy to complete, but in order for you to like 36 star it, it's like you would I want to say you would need the new 5-star character for that specific update to 36 star it. But if you want the 36 start without getting a new character, it is a hassle because these buffs are a game changer and it only applies to the new character, and it might apply to some other characters, but it mostly benefits the new character, which is fucking stupid. So I will say Spiral Abyss, it's like it really isn't that good for in-game content. Like in-game content is when like multiple characters are useful. Like whichever character you have, you're not at a disadvantage. And you don't need to get the new 5-star character to complete um whichever content is in the end game. You don't need to summon for a new 5-star character to complete that in-game content. It's like no, whichever character you have, that's enough. All you need is skill, right? That's in-game content. All you need is skill, the right artifacts, the right substats, the right weapon. That's in-game content. Guys, this game has so much potential. Imagine if they had like a raid system, like a raid mode where you would join friends and then you would fight one big boss, right? And this boss has so much HP, it would have like 8 bars of health. And if you're, let's say, if your team, like, it would be like a speed run, right? Whoever defeats the boss the fastest, you'll be able to get this free 5-star weapon. Like there are so many things they can do for this fucking game, man. But it's like the devs, like they just have no imagination. Like they just can't imagine things. They're just so fucking boring, and they're just lazy. I think they were just really lazy, man. That would have been really fun, bro. Like them implementing a raid mode, going with friends, and if your team, beats the boss, like whichever team beats the boss the fastest, there's gonna be like a leaderboard. They show your team, and who's ever in first place, you get the new 5-star weapon. And what makes it even more fun is that the only way for you to get this new 5-star weapon is in the raid mode, and you can't use C6 characters. It's only C0, and that's it. That would have been interesting, bro. That would have been actually interesting. The only things that would change are substats, right? You can choose to change your artifact substats, weapons, or whatever in a raid mode. But when it comes to constellations, it's fixed at C0. So much potential, man, but
I break this dude's shield in fucking 2 skills. I
these
have
devs are just
so much
lazy,
time
man.
pass, so
Lazy.
much time there. It's really not good. The Abyss, I think, has tailored way more to the Natlan, and I understand that. I understand in which that the Abyss is supposed to sell the new unit. I get that. I'm not even going to get into why the Abyss is bad. I understand. Like the fundamentally why the Abyss is bad. You could have your own opinion. You could like it, you don't like it, I don't care. But when you're implementing mechanics, people finally want mechanics. They want the enemy boss designs to not be dog shit. Instead of it like the Wee Nut goes underground.
Oh,
Goes
yes, 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 yes. Nut is fucking dog shit. That is the worst boss in the game. I'm sorry. Nut is literally the fucking worst. I hate that boss with a passion because you're spinning the entire, like, throughout the entire fight, you're just standing there waiting for that fucking worm to pop up again so that you can deal damage for like 2 seconds and it goes back underground. It's like, oh my goodness, bro, that boss is trash. That boss is so garbage, man. So yeah, guys, that was pretty much it for the video. Honestly, really good video. He brought out some really good points. But when it comes to Genshin Impact improving the game, it's never going to happen. They're never going to fix the game because they don't have to. They don't have to. You have these Genshin shields who are going to suck them off every second. They're going to defend them until, like, literally it's like they married the game till death do us part. They're not going to criticize the game whatsoever. Like, they going to defend the game forever and ever. Plus, you have players who are going to spend money to get the characters that they want. It's just a waste of time. So honestly, at this point, I'm looking forward to Ananta. I'm really looking forward to that game. Ananta is going to be lit. We just have to wait for more gacha games to release. But as up to right now, there's not really much. We have Wuthering Waves, HSR. I mean, HSR, I'm not gonna lie, man. HSR hasn't been doing pretty well so far. You have the power creep issue. You got the storytelling is just getting worse. HSR now looking really good. ZZZ doing pretty well so far. Not a lot of people are complaining about that game. When it comes to Genshin Impact, that game is a lost cause. And if you guys see that thing blink in the background, it's my candle. I need a better camera because the quality, like the background quality is fucking shit. When it comes to my face, it's not that bad, but the background quality is fucking horrible. So I'm definitely gonna get a better camera eventually. But pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below about this whole topic. But I hope you guys have a good one. I'll be catching you guys on the next one. Peace.